Last Patriot 2016. Codename Skyscraper, known as the Badass Geek. Friends like to call me Nick. How we doing, folks? I'm going to tell you what. Here is a pure case of Democratic doublethink. How many times have we heard Biden and all his cronies say, if we could just save one life, common sense gun laws will save one life, it's well worth it. How many more innocent children, young adults, females, how many more sisters, daughters, wives,
son, your ego is right.
sister-in-laws, cousins have to be unalived by an illegal that's a felon that shouldn't be here to begin with, and we arrest and release. They have no fear of our justice system because, heck, they're going to be out in half an hour, even if they do get arrested. How does that make you feel? You know what? I know several people who have been unalived by illegals here in Chicago that were very close, relatives of very close friends of mine, that their lives came to an end way too soon. Very prominent, successful, building on success and intelligence and had big things going for them, come to a screeching halt because of the hands of some illegal that shouldn't have been here, but we can't validate anybody because they have no papers. We have no idea actually who half these people are. But if we could save one life, is it worth closing the border and sending all these illegals that are here, breaking our laws, stealing our food, stealing our taxes? Well, we have Americans who are actually national-born citizens sitting on the street, starving, living in tents. What happened to if we could save one life? It's worth it. Only when it fits certain agendas. It's also amazing how many of these mass pew-pews have been memory hold because they don't fit the agenda. Everything from the 4th of July shoot, or 4th of July pew-pew, to the Kansas City pew-pew, to the Nashville pew-pew. I mean, it's kind of funny. You know, I got a crazy common sense gun law for all you gun grabbers out there. Quit selling guns to Democrats. They're not smart enough to handle them, evidently. They don't have the intelligence, and it's our proof. You want common sense gun laws? I'm all for it. Common sense tells me Democrats don't respect the law. Illegals don't respect our laws. And we don't just let them unalive one person. We let them back out in 45 minutes and let them go do it again. I mean, it's like a really bad video game. It's like that GTA game where, you know, you get arrested and you just start over. I mean, can you imagine capturing a convicted felon and then gotta let him go? I mean, they don't even, I don't know, do they even get fully booked? Do they even get to, they don't, I mean, it's like they walk in the back door, we let them walk out the front door. It must be like those automated car washes, is all I can say. You know, they walk them in the back door, because that's where the cops take in the perpetrators when you're arrested. Not that I would know anything about that. I've got a clean record. I've strived for that. I respect laws. And then they just walk right out. They walk through and, you know, it's like, snap a couple photos. I don't know. Do they even take their fingerprints? I don't know. Can somebody explain that to me? And, boom, 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 boom. I know they probably don't even get it. They probably don't even have to change clothes. They never see the inside of a cell, and they walk right out the front door. Tell me how that is good for America, please. How many more innocent people have to be unalived before we crack down and wake up? America, knock, knock. This is your wake-up call. And if you're willing to keep supporting this and vote for it again, we can't survive another 4 years of this. I'm all for legal immigration, but I'm not for letting all these wannabe asylum whatever and criminals that everybody's emptying their prisons. You know what? It's great. They empty their prisons, send them to America. How about we unload our prisons and send them all to Venezuela or send them to, let's unload all our prisoners and just send them over to Africa and just drop them off. Or drop them off in Colombia, shoot. I know anybody else sick of, the tax burden that all these criminals that we have in prisons? I guarantee you, we send them to, that they know they're going to a third world country. They might wake them up a little bit because they're not going to survive so well down there. Heck, nobody wants their people they're sending here back because they're not sending their brightest. They're not sending their, like physics engineers or, chemical engineers or nuclear physicists. They're sending their low of lows and people that are a burden on their society, and we're taking them in. You know what? Every other country has a new prison. It's called America. Come to America. Send them to America. We don't want our president to vote. Send them to America. Send them to America. Put them on a convoy. Yes, load up the bus. Send them to America. Yep. Anybody else fed up with it? Folks, we got to start taking a stand somewhere before it's too late. Your daughters, your wives, your children, your grandbabies, they depend on it. Let that sink in. Folks, last Patriot 2016, codename Sky is forever known as the Badass Ski. I got shit I got to do. Have a great day. Most of all, wake up!